Police are stepping up in powerful acts of bravery and seeing an outpouring of support from around the world. Israeli Police Master Sgt. Dean Elsdunne joins us now. Thank you so much for joining us, and just give us a chance. Here in the United States, our police structure is, from a small town all the way up to federal. Israel is a much smaller country. Explain to us what the police is in Israel.
Absolutely. The Israel police is very unique in its formation in that it's one police force that covers all the way from the north to the south of Israel. And it deals both with counter crime and organized crime, as well as terror and rapid responses to terror attacks that we might see throughout the country. But what we saw, let's say on October 7th, for example, is something like no nation has ever seen before, not Israel, not across the globe, where hundreds of police officers arrived to different residential communities, to different cities, where terrorists were indiscriminately massacring innocent civilians. They put their life on the line to get as many civilians to safety as possible. And it's such a heavy heart that I announced that we've lost 58 police officers, wow, men and women in the line of duty, people who risked everything to grab children to safety, to run into the line of fire while civilians were running the other way. This is the Israeli nation. This is the Israel police. The men and women who were there that day, they're heroes.
Absolutely, they are. I know that these stories will just come out for the next months and years of individual acts of bravery and heroism and courage. I know that police, Israeli police, actually secured people from being taken hostage. Can you tell me any of those specific stories that you were a part of, or know that you feel like we need to see and understand?
I can tell you a story that follows me until right now, because I spoke with the officer's wife and his children. And so I really feel the severity of what took place and the heroism on behalf of this officer. And I'd love to share with you guys. His name is Officer Yigal Zinger. And on the morning of the attack, he was the one protecting and directing traffic at the festival taking place on the Gaza border. And at approximately 6:30, when the rocket fire was coming in, he told everybody to duck for cover. He was grabbing people, throwing them on the floor to secure them against the rocket attacks that were being indiscriminately fired into residential communities. And he started directing people away. He told everyone, now get in your car, get as far away as possible, find protected areas. And as these civilians were going to the main road, because this is an open field area, as they got to the main road, people started turning back. And he realized shortly afterwards that we were talking about an ambush attack on civilians. Yeah. There were terrorists that were blocking both sides of the road. It was a T intersection. They were blocking both sides. People were coming back. He started hearing AK-47 rapid fire. Wow. He understood this was a terror attack. He knew that the only exit out of this area was completely blocked. He opened up his phone in Google Maps and he found a dirt road, a service road. And he was able to make sure that it led to safety and not towards the Gaza fence. And he told everyone to get in their cars, follow them to safety. He described it like the Exodus of Egypt. He said, I looked in my mirror, I saw people after me, and all I knew is that I can't stop. I'm leading these people to safety. He took them to the train station that was close by. From there, they went to safety. He didn't stop there. He went to the police station across the street, grabbed an M16 with one magazine that was left because everybody had already left to go there. And he went back to rescue more people. And before he went back, he played me the voice note that he left for his son. He has 3 boys, and he told me, and he played, and he's telling them, Master I love Sergeant, you so much.
We gotta leave it here. Is he alive?
He was critically injured. He is thankfully alive. Good. And the first thing he's doing when he gets out the hospital is going back to service.
Master Sergeant, thank you so much for joining us. You're frozen on us there for a second. I just want to thank you for your service to your country, and thank you for bringing that story to us. And we need to keep telling these stories and see what real citizen heroes are.
I want to thank you just real quick for your support, for the United States support, because we can only get through this together. This was an attack on humanity, not just Israel.
Yes, sir. Take care. Stay safe.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.